This is a roundup of international professional wrestling news and results. As many people know by now on my videos, those who watch them, and thanks for that. I follow professional wrestling not just on a local scale, as you see my exclusive interview with SWE stars, but not just American stuff, but on a worldwide scale through the Japanese organisations, Mexico, all over the world. These are a few of the results and a few news items that have happened within the last few days in professional wrestling. Now, first of all, Pro Wrestling Noah held their Great Voyage 2011 event this past Sunday. Obviously, they paid tribute, as a couple of organisations did. The WWC, World Wrestling Council in Puerto Rico, run by the clones, obviously Carlito in WWE's family. They paid tribute to Bison Smith, who, of course, who actually passed away in Puerto Rico. He actually was there to wrestle for a few dates when he took his heart attack, and unfortunately was unable to be saved. So both Pro Wrestling Noah and WWC on their cards this past weekend paid tribute to the late great Bison Smith. Now, Pro Wrestling Noah Great Voyage 2011 results. I shall go through them just quickly. Masao Inoue and Kento Miyahara was defeated by Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste. Nichols got the pinfall at 8 minutes 48. Second match was also a tag team match, as the first four matches were tag team matches. I have to say, Takeshi Morishima and Yutaka Yoshi defeated Akitoshi Saito and Muhammad Yone. Morishima took the win at 12 minutes and 4 seconds into the match, following the backdrop driver to Saito. I have to say, first of all, two very quick things. I saw a couple of pictures of Takeshi Morishima at this event. Takeshi Morishima, now a lot of people may not know him, his name anyway, but he is well known in Ring of Honor as a former champion there. He is much known as pro wrestling's Noah's fat baby-faced wrestler, extremely large guy. I have to say, I've seen recent pictures of him and pictures at this event. I cannot believe this is the first time I've seen pictures of him for a while. Checking through a couple of websites, looking at the results, I have to say it's amazing. I've got the Pro Wrestling Noah European Navigation 2011 DVDs, night 1 and night 2, that took place in the UK. You can get from amerchandise.co.uk. I believe it's the only place you can get them. But it's amazing how much weight he has lost. He is looking fantastic shape. He was really large, on the large side. This can only be good for his career, obviously his health as well. Also, Takeshi Rikyo announced his retirement from professional wrestling. This is due to injuries. He has been wrestling for quite a few years now, so good luck to him on what he decides to do. I hope he sticks around to Pro Wrestling Noah and can contribute to some degree, because he is too good a guy to actually just lose. His knowledge is fantastic. Third match, Kent Kobashi and Kensuke Sasaki, many of us fans will know those names, defeated Takuma Sano and Shohei Taniguchi. Sasaki got the win at 15 minutes 30 seconds into the match, following the Northern Lights bomb to Sano. The following match, the fourth match, was a 6-man tag team match. Kotaro Suzuki, Atoshi Aoki and Taiji Ishimori were defeated by Yoshinhiro Takayama, Yoshinobu Karamuru and Genba Hirayangi. Takayama took the win at 11 minutes 52 seconds, following a running knee lift to Ishimori. Now the fifth match, this was a big match. It was the first time for Nomichi Marufuji's to be in the ring, first time in 7 months after a couple of serious injuries. He has been 7 months out, and as Japanese pro wrestling no tradition, he lost the first match back. He was defeated by former GHC heavyweight champion, in fact the one that Go Shiozaki defeated for the championship. Takeshi Segura defeated Nomichi Marufuji after 19 minutes and 22 seconds, following the Olympic qualifying slam, which is the Anglo slam, the Olympic slam. It's the same one as Kurt Angle uses. Segura is very much almost kind of a Japanese version of Kurt Angle. Extremely talented, though, I have to say. He's does some fantastic defences of his title on the UK Pro Wrestling European Navigation Tour this year. The sixth match was the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Now this was again the decision match. Ricky Marvin won the championship after a short tournament when Kazuhiko Nakajima vacated the championship after suffering from appendicitis and was ruled out of competition for a while, for a couple of months. He had the appendix removed. He actually collapsed and had to be rushed to hospital for emergency removal of his appendix. Ricky Marvin won the very short tournament, but vacated the title almost immediately, literally almost immediately, because he thought if you can beat Nakajima, then he's not really the champion. Well, he's not the champion because Nakajima defeated Ricky Marvin after 18 minutes and 7 seconds with a German suplex German suplex into a pin. Nakajima becomes now starts the 23rd reign of a junior heavyweight Global Honor Crown Junior Heavyweight Champion. So that's a couple of good matches there. There was another two matches there, of course, and I'm just going with major titles in Japan, and I mean major world titles. The Triple Crown match was the next one, the seventh to penultimate match. Now, the Triple Crown is All Japan's World Heavyweight Championship, and again, one I genuinely recognise, and newly won by Yu Nakayama, who successfully defended his title against All Japan Pro Wrestling wrestler Teo Kia. He defeated Kia with after 23 minutes and 8 seconds with the standing front neck lock. Very good move it is for Akiyama. One he rarely uses sometimes, but it's a good match. Obviously, All Japan and Pro Wrestling have been working together for quite a while. Obviously, Pro Wrestling came out of All Japan, so a lot of the older veterans know and can trust their colleagues, pro wrestling colleagues in other promotions. It's very great that some of these Japanese wrestling promotions actually work together, as you'll have seen if you're a wrestling fan on the All Together Now shows, which was fundraising for after the Japanese earthquake. Now also the last match, was, like I said, was unfortunate. I was hoping that Kenta would defeat Go Shiozaki for the heavyweight championship. It is actually very unusual for a Japanese wrestler to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship of their promotion and to win it on their first challenge, and again that continues because Kenta unfortunately did not win. He was actually defeated by Go Shiozaki, the current reigning and defending Global Honor Crowned Heavyweight Champion, after 27 minutes and 37 seconds, following the modified reverse DDT. Successful. It was his third title defence, and it's actually Segura who holds the title defence record at 14. So unfortunately that's the results of the Great Voyage 2011 for Pro Wrestling Noah. There was also a couple of other news items I wish to talking about Japanese wrestling. As many wrestling fans know, every year, and it will be again on the 4th of January, every year, New Japan Pro Wrestling kicks off their year, and it's one of their biggest event of the year. They always have guests from various promotions being representing their own companies in the event, and CMLL have stated that Valiente, Mascara Dorada and the famed Atlantis will be their representatives at the Tokyo Dome for the traditional New Japan New Year show on the 4th of January. Obviously these three matches are unknown at this point, but these are three excellent workers. Valiente's really battling his way through the card at the moment, up and coming guy. Obviously Atlantis is a famous veteran. Before in previous videos, everybody's entirely after his masks. So thankfully he can put that aside for a little while and go and represent CMLL for in the New Japan Tokyo Dome show on the 4th of January. I'm really looking forward to that show actually. It's one of the highlights of the professional wrestling year, it really is. As I said, New Japan continually have guests of various wrestling promotions. The last couple of years they've had TNA, Impact Wrestling guys. I'm not sure whether they will have Impact Wrestling guys actually work the show this year, because Impact's now, TNA is now working with AAA in Mexico, and New Japan have a relationship with CMLL more recently, but it'll be interesting to see. It was genuinely one of the highlights of the wrestling calendar. It really is a super show, fantastic show, a lot of stuff is on YouTube, fantastic wrestling, like I said. Several companies are normally represented. Unfortunately, none of them are not WWE or Ring of Honor's been represented, I think, once before, but that was more the guys who actually work for the other company chosen to represent that particular company rather than the original Ring of Honor company in the event. But it should be really good, a good event. I'll definitely look soon for an update on the cards. Will be announced. Should be announced within the next 2 weeks or so what the card is, and I shall obviously preview this event when I know the full lineup of matches. It should be a very good match. Just to round off the news, couple of news items from another news item from Mexico. Now I've talked about this quite a few videos now ago, quite a while ago. There has not been anything really to update on the situation, which is why I've not mentioned it. But I did mention about La Parca, the original La Parca, LA Park as he's now known, feuding with Dr. Wagner Jr. There's not really been much to there's nothing really to be updated on that feud within the past really couple of months, which is why I've not mentioned it in videos, because they've just been attacking each other at shows, and their sons Elhijo de Park and Dr. Wagner Jr. 3, or Dr. Wagner 3 I believe he's just calling himself now. They were just attacking each other and occasionally kind of wrestling tag team matches, but they weren't touching each other really. Always seemed to happen in the action, they never actually got in the ring together. But anyway, LA Park stated a couple of days ago that he gave AAA an ultimatum last week, saying if he didn't get a match with Dr. Wagner Jr., he was going to walk out on the promotion, because he doesn't care at this point about anything else other than Dr. Wagner. Park said that Conan, one of the leaders obviously of AAA, one of the top chairmen of AAA now, you may know Conan of course formerly in the NWO, World Championship Wrestling, obviously in the mid-90s. He was one of the, again, this is another organisation that came out, some guys left CMLL to set up AAA with Antonio Pena and Conan. Conan's Park said that Conan finally listened to him and made the match because he knew he meant business when he said he would rather leave because he's an independent at heart and he needs no affiliation with any company in particular. Well, this has really been true of the last, I would say, 8 years of LA Park's career, certainly. Since he left WCW, he really has gone all over the world, wrestled for various promotions. He really has been an independent guy completely. He's had, of course, as you've seen on YouTube, made returns to AAA, and is AAA right now, but he's made returns to CMLL for a while. But he's very much a travelling independent guy, working all over the world, and of course these companies allow them to work for various independent shows. Obviously, in Mexico, couple of CMLL has a huge number of wrestlers. I think it's really up to about 100 now. So obviously they let the guys, they can't feature every guy all the time, so they let the guys work independent shows, obviously, to keep their earnings up. But anyway, Park eventually Conan eventually gives him the match, and it will happen the 16th of December at the Gara the Titans, I think it's War of Titans event on the 16th of December in Puebla, Mexico. It should be a really good match. Finally, these two guys, after a long feud, finally get to wrestle each other. It should be a good match. These two guys are obviously veterans. They obviously know they're long time, two of the most popular stars in Mexican wrestling, Lucha Libre. Obviously, Park has got a lot of fan bases across Europe and the world, and through his work in ECW, WCW, and of course he made a couple of appearances in Impact Wrestling, but that was several years ago now. But obviously, he spent several years at WCW when they were at the height, where they had the TV exposure all over the world. Obviously, he was one of the most popular wrestlers in WCW, so obviously he's got a huge fan base. Dobbs Wagner has really just worked Mexico, but has a huge fan base in Mexico. He has worked around the world, but the exposure wise, they're both very popular, both veterans, both know how to put a good match together, so hopefully it should be an extremely good match. We're really looking forward to it again. They've just been nitpicking and attacking each other. To be honest, there's more Park attacking Wagner rather than the other way about, but it should be a really interesting match. Anyway, so looking forward to that. It's the 16th of December in Puebla, Mexico. So hopefully in Triple A show, of course. So that should be a really good match. There's just a few wrestling results and a quick roundup of results. There's not really any much other wrestling news really. Obviously Monday Night Raw was last night. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but again, a lot of stuff at this time of year is really carrying on to next year. Obviously WWE's going to start the build up to the Royal Rumble. Obviously I'll preview that, and I'll preview WrestleMania when we come to it. It's really, to be honest, feuds just continuing at the moment, as I said in another news video recently. It's really this time of the year when we have the wrestling rivalries just continue, to be honest. It's kind of a slump period when everybody's paying out for Christmas and the holidays and that. So that's just a few international wrestling news items. I hope people are enjoying the wrestling wherever you are. Again, before I finish, if you're in the SW local to the Tayside area, if you can make it, there's a great wrestling company, Scottish Wrestling Entertainment. They're hosting their last event of the year, Season Beatings, I believe it is, Ailith Town Hall this coming Saturday. Check swonline.co.uk, SW Online TV, the official YouTube channel, and Scottish Wrestling Entertainment on Facebook for details on the matches. I might preview it depending on what, of course, matches lineup they say on the Facebook pages. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to be there due to a colleague's bereavement. I've got to have to cover for them on Saturday, unfortunately. I'm the only one that can cover, unfortunately, due to some of the stuff. But anyway, it's annoying because I was hoping to do another interview maybe, or to show some of the stuff and actually get to sit and watch the Braveheart versus Mr. News SW Heavyweight Championship match. But unfortunately, again, I'm going to miss it. But good luck to the guys on Saturday. I know it's going to be a great show. Hopefully, if you're going to the show, please watch out for the hands of Stephen Magnus, because you saw in the previous video, he attacked me on the Brooksbank Centre this past Saturday. So just watch if you're filming. You don't want to let him get too close. Honestly, but anyway, I'm sure they'll be defending their tag titles. The Syndicate won the tag titles. I will definitely be going to very quickly, before I finish, uploading more of the footage from the Brooksbank Centre. Probably now it's going to probably be maybe Friday, unfortunately, until I can get into a position when I can have actually time to sit down and actually put some of this stuff together in a video, just to show some highlights of the show. A very good show, I have to say. I hope people enjoyed that last video I put up of the Salt dancing. Watch it, it's really funny just to put just to see E.G. Mackey dancing to Barbie Girl by Aqua. It's really, really funny, very unexpected. He didn't dance for long, unfortunately, and I caught most of it. It's really funny. Please check out my previous video, SWE Assault Dancing and Blooper. It's really funny to see E.G. Mackey. Even if you've never heard of the SWE, Scottish Wrestling Entertainment, please check it out. It's a couple of videos I've managed to edit together. Please check out. Even if you don't know a wrestling fan, please check it out. It's quite a good video. And again, the bloopers just to show people like Justin Crowe that I get it. He said, yeah, because some people have taken the mick out of him again, about getting it wrong sometimes. And the video, do you know what? I don't care. He did a fantastic job on Saturday getting the crowd pumped for the event. They already were hot and they were already up for it when they got in the show. They really were. There was cheering, and like I said in the previous video, they were cheering even before the event began, even before Justin Crowe actually started speaking that night. They were really up for the event about 45 minutes before it started. About 40 minutes before it started, they were cheering and that. Different names of the wrestlers, but it really was a fantastic event. Check them out at Ayleth Town Hall. I believe it's 6:45. Doors open at 7:30. Start this Saturday, Ayleth Town Hall. Check it out. It's the last card, the last event of the year for SWE. It should be a really, really good one. So check it out, and hope you enjoy some of the highlights that I'll put up probably about Friday. So thanks, and hopefully you'll enjoy the highlights.